Uh, I think we're on. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up if we're working and coming through loud and clear. Let's have a look at this end. Looks like we've got some sound coming out. That's good. So yeah, stick a thumbs up underneath or type something in the comments, and then I know it's working and I haven't got to fiddle with any settings my end. Yeah, looking promising. Good. Evening, David. Hope you're well. Yeah. So I've had a busy day or two trying to empty a shed here, which I've actually achieved, unbelievably. If people have been around here and seen how much stuff there is around, so I have an empty shed. Woo. Which I will be refilling with stuff again shortly. And making a shed section. There's all sorts of random stuff here that needs to be got rid of. Mum was a bit of a collector, to put it mildly. Collector slash hoarder. Not really a hoarder, it's probably unfair, but yeah. A lifetime of antique dealing and collecting of antiques and collectibles and bygone stuff and God knows what. The place is full of it. And random stuff she used to buy from the auctions if it was going cheap, or I don't know why she bought it half the time. I've been unearthing things from 20 years ago that still got lot numbers stuck on them. But anyway, evening Peter and Peter. All this stuff has got to go because I'm trying to empty the place. So I'm gonna have, I'll sort it out in the next few days, a page on the website. So it'll just be another section up here somewhere. Another button called The Shed or something. And start selling some of this stuff. Because it's stuff that's kind of, it's too good to throw away. Somebody will like it or have use for it or sell it on again or whatever. But I don't want it, and it's taking up space and it needs to go. So rather than spending good money on skips and throwing stuff away, I thought, well, we'll sell it. So no offer will be refused, basically. There's just so much stuff you wouldn't believe, ranging from furniture, antique furniture, to bric-a-brac, china, glass, pictures, bygone stuff, all sorts of stuff, jewellery, you name it really. So mostly antique slash vintage stuff. There's a few other odds and sods about as I clear the place out. So anyhow, all of that, it's not stuff I intend to be sort of regularly putting on the website. So it'll be strictly a section for me to put my stuff to clear out the place. So don't start rocking up with van loads of assorted junk thinking I'm going to sell it for you, because I'm not. I just want to get rid of my stuff. So there we are. So I'll make a start on that probably next week sometime. What have we got? What have we had on this week? For those of you who didn't catch Friday, there's a couple more machines come in, a couple of Barn Fresh Bandits that are up and running, or just about, as you can see from the little videos. This one I drilled out and got running because it was seized solid and locked. So it's just had a squirt of WD-40, which we all know is not really the thing to do, but it was just a case of just free up all the hardened grease and actually get it running, just to make sure it was there and would run. So it just needs cleaning down properly and sorting out. It's actually not a bad mech in it really. Buckingham's all right as well. It's quite a tidy machine really underneath the sort of the dust. So that one will come up nice as well. Somebody lights up as well, that one. Surprisingly, when I plugged it in. A few more bits, another Jennings cash box if anybody needs one. A few signs. And I think were these bits on last weekend, these other machines, I can't remember. I lose track of days so quickly. But anyway, the videos are there now to watch them as well. Nice retriever. A couple of other sort of Barn Fresh Bandits really. Again, all complete working, as you can see from the little videos. Both of these plug in and light up, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I think they're both They both lit up when I plugged them in. It says it did in the description, so I must have done. You'll see from the videos anyway. So quite good little projects. Yeah, there we are. So I've been also, evening Paul, also working on sorting out the other categories of stuff in the background. So over the next, again, possibly, well, the toys might go online this week, and then the others will probably go on from next week. Because next week I'm tied up for a couple of weeks on a Netflix job down at Shepperton. So evenings when I'm not doing anything else, I'll sit in front of take the laptop with me and sort a load of all the other price results out, because thousands to go through and sort out. So that will keep me busy of an evening and get all the other sections up and running. So so that's that. So this coming week we've got the carrier is coming. Alan's coming on Friday, I think the 22nd. Is that Friday? Yep. His details, if you need them, are on the questions page. There's a little shipping button there. There's Alan's details on there. He sent me a bit more bumps to put on that page as well, which I'll do about insurance and stuff, just to so you know he's fully insured and all that kind of jazz. Just got a note there, note for myself to do later on. Must do. Yes, so he's coming on Friday. So if you've got anything here that needs shipping out, give him a shout, or anything to come in. There's some, I think there's some machines coming in with him as well, if I remember rightly. Does it say what they are? Bear with me a minute. I might say what they are on a text here somewhere. No, it doesn't say exactly what they are. Anyway, there's some stuff coming in Friday. So I'll get that up next weekend before I go away on this film job. There's an Allwyn in Leamington waiting for me to collect, which I'll fetch Tuesday morning when I'm there. Get that on this week as well. So everything's kind of rolling along, really. What else was I going to say? Something else. Here's my notes. Carrier, yes. Yeah, so for the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be weekends only for dropping off and viewing. As I say, I'm tied up doing my proper job for a little bit, earn some money. So just bear that in mind. Tuesday morning, I'm going to be in Leamington for a little bit. If you need to drop anything off or collect anything, and Leamington Spa's easier, I can meet you at the Elephant House this Tuesday morning. So bear that one in mind. Yeah, so there we are. Let's go back over here again, and here again. Yes, any problems with the website anyone been having? Hopefully everything's ironed out now. Been doing lots more tweaking, little bits and bobs here and there, tidying things up. Things now, for example, there's not many books for sale at the minute, but this now says, you know, find books by author, not find machine by maker, and all that kind of thing. So lots of little bits of tweaking here and there. There's still obviously more details to do here sometime. Put some pictures up and one thing another. There's loads of pictures there. I've just got to sort out, you know, appropriate pictures and split these down a little bit more. As I say, toys I'm working on at the minute as well. That will be, might actually manage to finish that off and get that up tomorrow, hopefully, because some toys coming in for sale. There's some here to sell as well already. And, you know, Christmas around the corner. People like a few toys, don't they? So that's good. Spares. There's lots of spares. They end next week. could check through that lot. Did I put some new bits on the other day? Yeah, a few more extra bits down the bottom here. You'll see I put on another couple of cash boxes, some more springs, some more bolts. So keep an eye on those if you need any. Some more coins, lots of coins, some more coins to go on once I've sorted them out. There's a few little arcade signs on, which is quite nice. So yeah, things are trickling along. Dave, you got any easier this time? Well, that's good to know. Yeah, they should all, as I say, hopefully now the all the assorted caches across the internet are all just naturally clearing themselves and updating over time. And it should be easier to get in without all those problems we had a week or so ago. I've left the little instructions up on the home page for now, just in case anyone's still having any difficulties. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it will have will calm down from now on. How are we doing for wanteds? New wanteds this week? Nope, not yet, I don't think. The newest one's always at the top, so there's no new ones there yet. We've been thinking about some social events. Those of you who caught Friday night will know. I haven't done any more on that yet, but I will do. Again, probably next week when I'm... Bizarrely, when I'm at work, evenings tend to be more freer because I actually stop work at 7 o'clock or whatever. So I get more done in a way. But pencil in 21st of November, the Sunday, for a social type of get-togethery type thing. Great Yarmouth at Pete Williamson's Arcade at Merivale. Have I got a link for that now? I did have one, didn't I? What did I do with that? I don't know. Hang on a minute, let me find the link for it again. And I will stick it up if you've not had a look at the website. Bear with me just a tick while I find it in the email here somewhere. There we go. Copy that. If I paste this in here, you can have a look at that, and I'll stick it up on here. When it loads, bum. Think about it. Bosh, here we go. Yeah, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's up there. If you don't know, if you've not been to Great Yarmouth before, easy enough to find. So Pete and I will talk about that next week probably, sort out, fill out some details. But pencil in 21st of November, Sunday, and we'll all go and have a jolly. Go and look at some machines, play some machines, have a chit chat, have a cup of tea, a bit of cake, whatever. And yeah, it'd be good to see some people again. If I've got anything particularly interesting for sale that week, I'll perhaps bring it up with me. And obviously, if you've got stuff to drop off to sell or anything to pick up, we can probably arrange to do all that at the same time as well, I should think. So yeah, we'll worry about that a bit nearer the time. But hopefully it'll be the first of many. We'll try and find some other places up and down the country if people like the idea to do the same again. So if anybody knows of anyone, if anyone's got any ideas, or if you own somewhere suitable we can all come to, either you've got a big enough games room or whatever, or if you've got some stuff out on site somewhere, it doesn't have to be slot machines, it can be fairground stuff or circus stuff or any of the kind of stuff we're all interested in really. So if you've got anything or know anyone, then let me know, and we'll see what we can organise in due course. It'd be nice to do one, like, I don't know, once a month or something, wouldn't it? Be really nice. We'll see how we go. So yeah, that's that. Something else I was going to say, I can't remember what it was. Paul says put me down for that. We'll do, yes. Yeah, we'll do, I don't know what we're going to do ticket-wise. We'll do something to download a ticket or something. If we do it ticketed, then it keeps it private, technically speaking. Then we don't have to worry about rules and regulations and all that nonsense. So, yeah, I'll talk to Peter about that, what to do. We'll think of something. But yeah, it should be fun. Yeah. Anything from anyone? Any bright ideas? Any problems you've discovered? Anything you need to know about anything that's selling? There's nothing ending tonight. But there's a lot of stuff will end next Sunday, a lot of spares and a few machines. Because we had that gap while I was sort of redoing the website, it's all a bit of a gap in stuff ending. But from next Sunday, there'll be stuff finishing every Sunday. Back to normal, as it were. And over the next, few weeks, there'll be a lot more stuff listed as I start catching up again. The horror stuff to do as well. All that stuff sort of piling up for horrors type sale. It's difficult one to know how to categorise stuff again, because it was a bit, yeah, the auction of horrors was a bit of a peculiar beast altogether, really. It kind of made sense at the time. But trying to find a way to categorise it again, half of the stuff is a bit tricky. I'm working on it. Evening, Stevie. Well, better late than never. What can we say? Oh dear, excuse me. Yes, where was I? Horror stuff, yes, toys and stuff. And then, as I say, the grand shed emptying, which will probably take, I don't know, months and months and months. Because having managed to empty one shed, which basically involved ramming everything in every other shed where I could find a square inch. I've now got to take it back out the other sheds, photograph it, put it in the empty shed to sell. So do keep an eye out of that. There's bound to be some bargains. As I say, it's all got to go, whatever it makes. Yeah, keep your eye out on that. All sorts of stuff. And it's all got to go. There we are. Now, do I need to tell you anything else about any of these machines or anything? I don't think so. Over here, what was the other one? Oh yeah, the darts machine. I've done the video of that now, finally. A couple of people didn't realise it was quite as big. Although the measurements are there, it's 6 foot tall. Quite an impressive thing, really. And you'll see, hopefully you can see better from the video, really, than you can from the photograph. All these little dots on it, on the blue paint, which almost look like woodworm holes. They're not, it's gold, it's like gold splattered paint. But you'll kind of see if you look in the video better, really, especially if you put it up to full screen. It makes a bit more, you see they're big paint splatters. So yeah, a big machine to fill a big gap somewhere, that's quite an impressive thing, really, if you like darts. David, I will have a few bits and machine on tomorrow. Can I ring you after this? Yes, give me a ring after this. We'll sort out. Yeah, we'll sort out, basically. Something. So there we are. There'll be a few more bits coming in. That's good. So there's a machine in Leamington, some Horrors bits in Leamington to come back with me. Something else. What else is there? There's the great big machine, the big, whatever it's called, UFO thing. But I haven't actually got room to put that here yet. But when I've made a bit more shed space, I can get that over here. So yeah, the quicker we'll buy some stuff out of the shed, the quicker I can get the big UFO machine over here, and the very nice Fairground pay box as well. And we'll get them here and get them sold. Yeah, there's Fairground stuff to go up next week as well. I'm just waiting. There's quite a heap here, but two people who've dropped stuff off, neither of them have got around actually yet to setting their accounts up on the website, so I can't actually list the stuff because I haven't got an account to list it against, if that makes sense. So I have given them a prod to hurry up and get their accounts open so I can get their stuff sold. There's some signs, there's some Chairplane chairs, there's some milk churn games, there's a great big Hoopy Duck sign, there's some Hoopla panels and uprights and things. What else is there? A couple of tickets. Can't think what else there is. Some gates. Is that gates to go around a juvenile or something? Yeah, so some useful stuff. So we'll get that all on. There's a whole load of Christmas lighting as well that can go in store. Just think about what I've got to get rid of and to keep all this stuff, so I'll shove it on sometime. Those of you who like to light your houses up for Christmas, more bargains to be had. Marvellous. I must remind the chap I put these signs on because he thought these looked good in his garage, hung up above his Mini. Which I quite agree they would, really, wouldn't they? In the arcade. Sold some more of these years ago. If you look, scroll all the way down to the right down at the very bottom of the results, back in 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, March 2011. We sold these two. Look, no bent coins, and do not bang the machines. Obviously, originally come from the same arcade. It's quite interesting. 10 years later, I found some more. It's better. So yeah, anything from anyone? Anybody need to know anything? Anybody got any good ideas? Anybody got any more problems with the website you've discovered? Things not quite working as they should do, or in the wrong place? Then let me know so I can fix them. But I think we're good. So one of my projects to do on this top button bank here is, as we get more and more sections, obviously it's getting up with more and more buttons for different things, is make this customizable for you. So if you're not interested in coin up stuff, you'd be able to turn those buttons off and then just toggle them back on and off now and again if you want to have a look what's in. And then this bit would only show the stuff you were interested in, as it were. So a way of filtering out sale results as we get more and more stuff on. It doesn't really matter at the moment when there's only a few dozen things for sale at a time, but hopefully in the not too distant future there'll be a few hundred things for sale at a time. And you know, if you're interested in fairground stuff but not slot machines, we don't want to be wading through umpteen sales of slot machines and parts and coins and all that kind of stuff if you're not interested in it. So you'll be able to just sort of turn it off. So hopefully that'll be a useful feature. It's on my list of things to program. Haven't got around to doing it yet. How old is the Fund This Way sign? If you know, the Fund This Way sign, this one here, is about 10 years old, maybe. I know that because I painted it. It's a Steve Hunt original. I did for the when I had the arcade up at the Toy Museum. Yeah, probably 10 years. Time flies, doesn't it? I can't remember. It's something like that anyway. So yeah, get it bought. I've got some more somewhere. I can't remember what the ones. I can't remember where they are or what they say. I think I did 4. I think. They sort of point you through and up the stairs to the arcade. I don't know where they are. Probably over in the Elephant House somewhere. I have to have a rummage. And there'll be another sign that goes with it as well somewhere, which says Penny Arcade or something. Can't remember what it says even. It was a while ago. But it could be yours. I don't have time to paint things these days, unfortunately. Well, other than for telly jobs, but not for my own things. This one, I think, came from Chris Parcells' arcade up in Bridlington, was it? Bearing in mind what's written on the back, not very well, which is why I haven't photographed the back, just written on with marker pen or something, but it's something about arcade upstairs in the 60s coffee bar or something, which sounds very like Chris's arcade, which is now closed. I think that's where that one come from. And yeah, these, I don't know what they're off of. They're 40 inches wide, so they're, I guess they might have been hanging around a Hoopla, bearing in mind the sort of the size of them. In fact, there's a mini arcade. And there's a hanging, obviously hanging with the other ones that we sold before. So I should, that would be my kind of instinct. I would think they're off a Hoopla, which quite a lot of Hooplas were used as arcades back in the day. Peter, on the coin op machines for sale page, the search manufacturer's letters at the bottom scroll way over to the right on my mobile. Oh, that's interesting. Do they not squish up? If let me just squish the screen up here. They don't, do they? That's interesting. Everything else squishes up. Letters don't. Well spotted. Let me have a quick shifties. Category. Why don't they squish up? I wonder. Div, class W3 row, center, center. Why don't they want to squish? Row star, max width. That's in that div there, and that's in that div there. H4, bold, div, row, padding, center. I'm not sure why. Might be something to do with the highlighted backgrounds, maybe. Class for green. Response is maybe what I need. Hang on a minute, let me just try this. Div, W3. Oops. Just going to try something. It might all go horribly wrong. Bear with me just a tick. Let's go to here. Here. Upload that. Do that. Do that. No, that puts a scroll bar in it. Okay, don't want to do that then, do I? How about we take that out altogether? Can't be a bit of live coding, can we? If this one doesn't work, I'll give up for the moment and worry about it later on. No, it doesn't want to do it either, does it? That's very curious. Div. Don't know why that does that. Very strange. I made a website too big now that I'm messing around. There we are. Put that back to there, where I usually have it. There we go. I'll look into that later on. That's very odd. Let me make a note. A to Z letters not squishing. Technical term. Not squishing up. Don't know. Very strange. I don't understand that because it's the same as the other paragraphs above it. Don't know. I'll work on it. But thanks for spotting it. What's this big lump of text? What does that do? That squashes into 2 lines. How strange. How strange, how strange, how very, very strange. I like because they're all links, individual links. Don't know. Bizarre. Don't know if any other. No, I don't. I haven't noticed it. Everything should, in theory, squish up and be mobile friendly, or as best as it can do. Things like these boxes, as they squishes up, poink, one of them actually disappears. You don't end up with so many stacked on top of each other. You can squish it even more. If you've got a very little screen, then you only get like the middle box. The other two disappear altogether. And these pictures go to 2 a line and so on. A bit wider, like on an iPad or something, you get 3 across. And if you're back on an ordinary sort of computer screen or laptop or something, if you've got your iPad sideways, then you get 6 across. If there's anything different about them is that they're all, obviously they're all links. They're all linked to different pages. But I don't know why they don't want to. Let's have a look for the code. Loads of code, loads of code, loads of code. There we are. This is really boring, isn't it, if you don't like coding? Div, that's all in that div there. Centered div. Which will be BH4. Breaks there, div, div. No, don't know. Stumped. Very odd. I shall look into it. I'll have to fiddle about later on. I'll keep me occupied and probably screaming for a little bit. Wonder why it won't work. Anymore? Anybody else spotted anything that's a bit odd? I mean, again, hopefully, like on this sort of page, when you get up to like all the different types of whatever pinballs, this should squish down. Yeah, go 3 and then 2, depending on what size of screen you've got. Broken the internet. Oh well, not to worry. So where are I for anybody coming late? Carrier's coming Friday. If you need his details, you'll find them up in the questions on the shipping page. Just there. So give him a shout. Then he'll begin around again in about another 2 weeks' time or so, something like that. Although we'll have to avoid the Friday because I'll be out on that job. Think about it. But anyway, we'll worry about that. I'm going to be in Leamington Tuesday morning. If anybody wants to collect anything from there or drop anything off, etc., let me know. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be back here in Cambridge. and the weekend. And then for the next 2 weeks, I'm away on a film job. It'll be weekends only. And then we should be back to normal. I'll be back most of the time, I expect. Assuming that job doesn't run over. So just bear that in mind for the next, for the 25th. I won't be around more on weekdays. 21st of November, pencil in for a jolly in Great Yarmouth, which I'll put some details up on the website once we've finalised a few things. That should be quite good, I think. Be nice to get a bit of a gang together. A bit of a chin wag, and a cup of tea, etc. There's nothing finishing tonight. The sales, but there will be quite a lot next Sunday. So more stuff coming during the week. So won't be much going on tomorrow and Tuesday because I'm busy. Got a few other bits and bobs to do, and I'm going to wait until Leamington on Tuesday. I've got a meeting Tuesday afternoon about a job. But then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll get some more stuff listed, including the stuff that's coming in the next couple of days, and then some other stuff that's already here. So by Friday, there'll be quite a lot of stuff, new stuff on the site again for sale. So keep an eye out for all that. And we keep rolling along, really. Any more for any more? Anybody need to know anything? Anybody need any more details about any of the stuff that's for sale? Then do let me know. And I can either tell you or go and find out and stick it on the descriptions a bit later on if there's something I don't know off the top of my head. Machines have all got videos on now. Yeah, this text is a bit big, and I might make that text a little bit smaller. It doesn't fit very well. Another little tweak to do sometime. Oh, somebody asked for the serial number of the retriever. I'll find that out. I meant to do that before tonight and I forgot. Make a note of that somewhere. Got that many notes on my desk here at the minute. I know people like to know these things. I think it's 200 and something from memory. Might be 200 and, I don't know, 204 or something, I think. Retrieve a serial number. Yeah, it's one of those. I was in a bit of a hurry when it came in and didn't put up much of a description, as you can see. But yeah, it's quite a nice machine. Works nicely. Peter's off. Good night. Catch you next time. We might be to see actually on the picture. Ah, there we go. Look, 234. Number 234. I can't remember if it's on the castings or not as well. Usually on one of these castings, and it's stamped as well somewhere. Uh, 234. It was 200 and something. I'll add that into the description in a bit. Any more for any more? Anybody need to know anything? If not, we'll probably wrap it up in a bit, and I will go and try and figure out what's going on with these funny letters, why they don't want to squidge up. Which is perplexing me at the minute. but no doubt we'll sort it. And yeah, go from there. So yeah, so there won't be one Tuesday night because there's nothing finishing this weekend. So next video will be Friday night, I guess. By which time there should be quite a lot of new stuff on. So pencil that one into your schedules for Friday night. There'll be a few more machines coming in the week and some other stuff. Hopefully these people with the Fairground gear get their accounts signed up. I can list their Fairgroundy stuff. Get that out of the way. That's what we do with that soldering out of the way, really. It's taking a lot of space. And we'll go from there. Right, I think it's gone quiet. People are drifting off, so you're probably all bored. Or there's something good on the telly, which seems pretty unlikely. I need a cup of tea anyway. So if there's no more from anybody, I will call it a night, and we'll catch you all again on Friday. Yeah, Friday it'll be. So I'll stick a note on here. Next stream will be Friday. None this Tuesday. There's no snails ending. Shove that in there for anybody who watches later on. Fast forward through, whatever. Oh no, excuse me. Right, well I think that's probably it then. We've all had enough. We'll all go and do something else, a bit more constructive. I'll go and do a bit of work, have a cup of tea, and I'll catch you all on Friday night. Have a jolly week. Yeah, keep up the good work, as they say. Right, I'm off. Nighty night.